I want you to listen to me very carefully. If you want to stay alive, you're going to do what I say. I'm going to take this blindfold off of you, but you have to promise me that you are not going to struggle, you're not going to fight back. Do you understand? Okay. We've brought you to this secure, private location for your safety and to ensure the safety of others. I'm going to need your cooperation. Do you promise to cooperate? Okay. I'm going to remove your blindfold, but I want you to remain very still. Good. Thank you. Now, we kept you blindfolded on purpose. You would never be able to tell anyone how you got here or where you were. As I said, I did this for your safety. Do you understand why? Well, I think all of that will become clear. Right now, we can't worry about all the details. I need to get some information from you. You know what I need information about. Okay? So, I'm going to take some notes, and I'm going to have you answer some questions for me. We will get into that later. The lamp is of no concern to you. Don't worry about that. His motivation for taking that is not relevant at this point. Not for you. That is not something you need to worry about. That's something I need to worry about. You can start off by telling me how you came to be at the department store at 4:30 yesterday afternoon. I want the truth. If you can't be truthful with me, you could put this whole thing in jeopardy. You could put this entire... Exactly. Do you see what I mean now, how serious this is? You could put this entire operation in jeopardy. Tell me, what were you doing there yesterday? See, I find that very suspicious. I highly doubt that. That doesn't explain what you were doing there. You could have done that any time. So you're telling me that you had to leave work early and you just had to go at that particular time. You weren't meeting anyone. Look at me. Look at me. Tell me the truth. If you won't cooperate with us, we can't help you. So please tell me the truth, because I want to help you. Now you have to help me. Okay? Do you know her last name? It's okay, I can find out. Now, what is your relationship to her? You don't need to worry. No one knows. No one knows we're here. No one. They're not going to find you as long as you help me. You will be protected, but you have to cooperate. Now tell me what your relationship is to her. And how long have you... 8 years. That doesn't explain the dents in the car. So you say that, but that goes against every other piece of evidence that we have. There was white paint down inside some of those dents, and scratches. That car came into contact with another car, a white vehicle of some sort. I understand that, but that is something we have to think about. Okay, so you're friends with the art dealer who just happened to be there. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I can tell. I can smell it on you. You're lying to me. You really, at this point, have no options. You really are kind of backed into a corner here. I don't even know why you're lying to me. Tell me the truth. Let me look at something. I'm going to ask you something. Do you know a Stacy? No. This particular person is about 30. She works at the art gallery. Well, she knows you. Sure you don't know her? Oh. That jogged your memory, didn't it? All right. Would it also surprise you to know that she told me that you were in there last Saturday and you wanted to have a piece of art appraised? She told me that you had an original Thomas Mangum painting that you just happened to find in your grandmother's attic. Does any of this ring a bell? I think you know where I'm going now with that lamp. So tell me about Stacy. Okay, I would like you to tell me everything you can remember about that day. Start at the beginning. Like when you got up that morning, what did you do? Can you remember any specifics, any time? Okay. So you're saying you left home that morning about 8:30. And you had the painting with you? No, you went back for it. Where did you go when you left home at 8:30? To the grocery store. And where was this painting while you went to the store? It was at home. Was anyone else in the home with you? Was anyone else in the home with the painting while you were gone? Okay. No one else. Except your dog. Okay. I don't think the dog had anything to do with it. What time did you get back from... Well, let me rephrase that. After you left the grocery store, where did you go? You came back home. Do you know about what time you got back home? 9:30. All right. And what did you do after that? Watch TV. So you didn't go anywhere else for a little while? How long was that? About 3 hours. So now we're at about 12:30. So what happened around 12:30? You went out for lunch. And you had the painting with you. Did you go straight to the art gallery? No. Well, of course you went to lunch. Where did you go to lunch? Smith's Diner. Okay. Did you meet anyone there? You saw Stacy. Thank you for telling me that. I can promise you, anything that you tell me, it's going to help you. It's not going to cause you problems. It's only going to help you. The more you tell me, the more detail and the more upfront and open with me that you are, the more it's going to help you. Okay? That's what we're here for. All right? We're not the bad guys. We're trying to help. Did you show Stacy the painting at the diner, at the Smith Street diner? No? Did she know it was in the car? What do you mean you don't know? Did you mention it? Did she see it? It was in the trunk. Well, I don't like to assume things, but I would like to think that unless you told her it was in the trunk, she wouldn't know. Is there any way she could have known it was there? Okay. We're going to say at this point that as far as we know, she was not aware that you had it with you. Okay. So then after you left the diner, what happened next? You went to Deep Roots Market. Did you go there alone? Now, why would you go to Deep Roots Market if you had just left the grocery store earlier that morning? They have a coffee you like. What kind of coffee would you go to a separate grocery store just to get? Tiramisu. So it's a Colombian blend tiramisu flavor, aroma, or whatever you call it. So you go to Deep Roots and you get your coffee. You get a bag of beans, all right? You go there alone, right? Do you know where Stacy went after she left the Smith Street diner? She didn't say. So you guys met there in separate cars. Because, see, I have a gap in time there that Stacy can't explain. Not to my satisfaction, anyway. And there are some things about her story that are just not adding up, and I don't know what to make of it at this point. But that's not something you need to worry about. Like I said, we're going to take care of all that. Okay? Don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. So you're at Deep Roots Market. Did you see anyone that you knew there? Okay. If you don't mind me asking, well, I'm going to ask anyway. Why didn't you go to work that day? Don't you normally work on Tuesdays? So you have the day off. Is this something you scheduled ahead of time? So you did not originally have this day off. You're saying you called in that morning, you called in sick, but you weren't sick, really. The mental health day. So you were originally expected to be at work that day. Why did you decide all of a sudden to take the day off? What made you do that? It's just a spur of the moment thing. I'm sorry, but I don't buy it. I don't buy it. So all of a sudden, you say you have this painting, and all of a sudden you just have to take the day off and go get it appraised, because ultimately that is what you did that day. Well, there's one. Okay. All right. Well, let's say that's true. We'll assume that's true for now. How long had you had this painting? You're saying it was your grandmother's. I'm sorry, I cannot show you my notes. I have confidential notes in here that I cannot show to anyone. Only my supervisor can see these notes. Otherwise, I'm not allowed to let this notebook leave my possession. Actually, you do not have a right to see it. But there are confidentiality issues here that prohibit you from seeing these notes. But again, like I said, look, we're on the same side here, okay? I need you to help me help you. Because even though I honestly, I don't think you're being completely truthful with me. I think you're scared, and I think you're afraid to be completely truthful with me, and that's understandable to a point. But I want to help, but you're not doing what I need you to do for me to help you. I want you to tell me, where did that painting really come from? And what did you and Stacy have in mind to do with it? Really? You can tell me now, or I can do record searches and find out for myself. But that painting will show up eventually. And my guess is you and Stacy were going to profit from that painting. I know you didn't know I talked to Stacy, but I did. And that is how we knew how much danger you were in. So, you say it was your grandmother's. What is your grandmother's last name? Now, come on now. I know your grandmother's last name, and I know her address. And actually, I've already talked to her. Yeah, a lot has happened since you were taken into custody. I spoke with her yesterday. She told me that the painting was stolen from her house about a week ago. She didn't give it to you. See, this is what I mean by you need to help me, because now I have it on record that you have given me false and misleading information. This is not going to help you, so it would really be in your best interest to stop doing that. The best thing you could do right now would be to tell me where the painting is at this point. It's okay. I know you're upset. I know you're upset and you're scared. I get that. But we are never going to find this person unless we have more to go on. Now, I know you were at the department store yesterday afternoon when you had no business being there. I know you left work very suddenly. I suspect that you got some information from someone. Either you got a phone call or someone paid you a visit, sent you a message, and told you where to go and what to do. And that's why you did it. And unless I'm wrong, I would be willing to bet you had that painting with you when you went to the department store. So tell me now. You know what all I know, and you know how much trouble you could be in for continuing to lie to me. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. So I have it on good authority that you got to the parking lot. You arrived at the department store parking lot at about 4:30 in the afternoon. We have you on camera. You know, there are cameras everywhere you go these days, right? We have you on camera pulling into the parking lot about 4:30. In fact, it was almost 4:30 on the dot. I have your driver's, the license plate number and everything. So you can't deny it. You can clearly see you getting out of the car. So why don't you tell me what happened after that? Okay. So you were supposed to go inside the department store. You went into Macy's. So where was the drop spot? A display. What kind of display was it? Over in home furnishings. So you go over there and you act like you're looking at pillows and stuff. Slowly make your way over to the lamps. Okay. Meanwhile, there's somebody out at your car with your keys. So it sounds to me like y'all did this swap about the same time. They went to your car, you went to the lamp section in Macy's. So once they opened your trunk, how did they get your keys? Smart. You laid them on the counter in the ladies' room. Okay. Wasn't that a little risky, though, don't you think? Anyone could have picked those up. No, sounds like they didn't. So they go out to your car. Are you really telling me you don't know who this person was? You've only talked over the phone and they've remained anonymous. You didn't see anyone going in or out of the bathroom? No, by that point, you were already over at home furnishings. So they go to the car, they open the trunk, they see the painting, then they call you to tell you where the money is. And where was the money? In the lamp. That's what we thought. Now tell me how much you got, and be honest. Okay. Was it in cash? No, figures. So as far as you know, the painting's just gone. But that's not what you told the insurance company. That's not what your grandmother told them. Your grandmother still thinks it was stolen, which it was, but she doesn't know it's by you. I don't mind telling you, your grandmother's a sweet lady. She's going to be very disappointed. That still doesn't explain something, though. One more thing. If this is what you agreed to do, why are they trying to kill you now? Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. It was a fake. Oh, my God. It must have been a very good fake. Because they saw it. And I'm assuming that whoever came to pick it up knew what they were looking at. They saw it. And they didn't know it was fake? Not right away. Oh, my word. Well, where's the original? Where's the real one? Oh, my God. What were you thinking when you made this plan? Did you really think you could pull this off? But see, now these people are out a huge chunk of money. I mean, a huge, because this painting was very valuable. I mean, this is like a one of a kind. They don't even have any reprints of this painting. There are no likenesses of it, except the fake. Who did the fake? You're kidding me. No, Stacy did the fake. Pardon me for being unprofessional. That I did not see coming. So you guys were in on it, and you split the money. I'm going to have to contact my supervisor here in just a minute. This is big, big news. We are obviously going to have to contact Amy again. Or, I'm sorry, Stacy. We are definitely going to have to do something with her. So you ended up with a nice little chunk of change there. Okay. Well, for your own safety, we're going to have to keep you in hiding. We're going to have to keep you secluded until further notice, until we can find these people. We have some leads, and we need to narrow down a few things before we can actually find them. So in the meantime, I'm going to have to keep you safe, and I'm going to have to keep you hidden away where even you don't know where you are, like right now. So unfortunately, we're going to have to move. This location is only secure for a short time, and part of keeping you secure is moving you on a regular basis. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to cover you again. I'm going to have to cover your eyes and move you again. Okay? Thank you for working with me. I can't promise you that this will be completely smooth and pain-free, but we're going to do the best we can. Your continued cooperation in this entire thing, this entire operation, I would say would definitely help your chances of a lighter sentence. And I will be there to vouch for everything that you've told me. And but I do advise you to continue helping out and being honest. And I appreciate your information about Stacy and about the painting. That's really going to help a lot. So you might have made some bad choices, but today I think you have started to set yourself back on the right path. It's okay. I am going to have to do that. Unfortunately, you will be blindfolded in the van as we transport you to the next safe location. Okay? Now I need you to hold still. Don't move. I'm going to cover you back up. I'm going to put the blindfold around your eyes. Can you see me? I'm waving my hand in front of your face. Can you see that? Okay. I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to walk with you out the door. And we are going to go together. It's going to be bright outside, but then it will be dark again where we go. I'm going to take you by the hand. I'm going to open the door. And I'll take you slowly out. Thank you so much for your help, and I hope you continue to help us.